Hello everyone, my name is Arun and in this video I'll be demonstrating how we can power complex customer journeys using data from the cloud data warehouse via Cassette. So I have my Snowflake data warehouse here which contains three tables. The first one is the users table which contains the demographic information about our users. The second one is the pricing page view events table which gets triggered when the user views our pricing page. And the third one is a user sign up event which gets triggered when the user signs up on our platform. Now let's see how we can make use of this data to create hyper-personalized customer experience using Castle. So I'll switch back to the Castle console, and the first step to create a campaign is to establish a connection to the data warehouse. So I already done that for Snowflake instance, but if you want to do that yourself, you can click on add warehouse, select the warehouse of your choice and enter your credentials, and Castle will establish a connection to a data warehouse. So once that is done, the next step is to define the data model using the schemas. So what this means is essentially you have to tell Castle what your different core business entities are, right? In this case, you have a users table and two events table, which I have defined here using the user schema and the event schema, right? So if you go inside the user schema, you can see that I've defined the query which denotes that particular user schema. And I also mentioned that it is related to the event schema using email column. Similarly, I've done that for events also. I've created two event schemas and I've defined the relationship back to the users. So now once the data model is defined, your data teams can step back and your growth marketing teams can come in and create campaigns or workflows very similar to any other customer engagement platform that you would have seen. So the objective of this demo is to target all users who have viewed the pricing page but did not sign up on our platform, and we want to target them using an email campaign. So the first step is to create a segment to filter out the users based on the criteria that we have defined. So we have an option to either use a visual builder or a SQL builder. So I'm just going to select the visual builder. I'm going to select the schema, user schema, and I'm going to define the condition, which is I want to select all users who have viewed the pricing page at least once and then did not perform user sign up within the next 2 days, right? I'm going to do a preview query and see how many users fall into this criteria. Yeah, so there are 5 users who have viewed the pricing page but did not sign up. Now I want to filter this down further by I want to target only those users who have a particular lead score, right? For that I'll add a condition, going to have a property, and I'm going to select lead score greater than 6. Preview query again. Okay, so there are only 2 users who have a lead score greater than 6 and who falls into our criteria. So our segment is defined. I'm going to click on next. I'm going to give it a name, superhero segment. Click on create segment and the segment is created. So now the next step is we have to either create a campaign or a workflow, and since this is an email campaign, I'll just go and create one email template first, right? I'll go click on templates, create template. I'm going to name it superhero template, and I'm going to select the segment which is superhero segment. Click on next, and we have very flexible features to create our email. I'm going to select the most simplest option, which is our text editor. Right, I'm going to say hi, first name, please sign up, and I'm going to save the template. Okay, so now let's create a workflow to use this template and target those set of users, right? So I'm going to create a workflow here. I'm going to give it a name. I'm calling it superheroes workflow, and I'm going to select the segment which is superhero segment. Now I can create the DAG of my choice to define the user journey that I want to create, right? So the first step I want to do is I want to send him an email saying please sign up, right? Sign up, and I'm going to select this template. I have to verify the template here, right? I'm click on next and I have to give it a name, sign up invitation. I'll copy it here. I'll select the sender address. And if I want to do some click tracking or email open tracking, I can do that here as well. I'm going to click on save. right? So now after this I can create any DAG I want, but maybe I want to, I don't know, wait for 2 days, and then I want to check if the email is opened. If the email is open, I want to send another email, and if the email is not open, I want to create a different email, right? So I can just do that here. I can say that whether the email is opened on superheroes email, and I can click on save branch, save, and here you can see that there are 2 different branches here, and here I can kind of define one particular email here, and on the other branch I can define another email. Similar to that, I can create any number. I can create a delay here. I can create a branch based on a property. I would just want to, check if the lead score is greater than 6, then you send another email. If the lead score is less than 6, then you send another email, right? You can just put all kinds of conditions here to kind of create any kind of complex workflows.